us being like humans and angels and seraphims were all created immortal. Adam lost this. The reason why was because God created angels separately, cherubims and all that separately. But when God was creating humans, the Bible says something unique. God breathed into us. We became a living being. So our life was God's life. So every immortal, angels has their own. God created them separate from him. But when it comes to us, it came from God direct. You understand? So how did Adam cut it? So God created us immortal with his life. So we were one. God brought his life into us. So we became one. That's why we had God's mind. We and God were the same. We can see it when God brought animals and gave it to Adam and said, name them. And the Bible said when Adam called their name, it was their name. God did not say Adam named the animal. God said it was their name. So meaning Adam knew their names by accessing God's mind, because he and God was one. It's like me creating a baby now and I bring lion to the baby and said, what's his name? And the baby said lion. The baby is not supposed to know it's lion. The reason why the baby know that thing is because it's connected to my mind. Because God knows everything. God knows this is lion. You understand? So Adam knew because he was connected to God. So God was seeing the connection. So God was happy. Now he had his own special being himself, communicating and all that. And he didn't want to be partial. And because love is able to let go. So he let him know that if you don't like this thing and you want to cut off, you don't want us to have the same mind, the same stuff. It's like we share the same mind, you don't want it and you want to cut off. This fruit. Eating this fruit will cut you off. But you have to understand that your life is my life. If you cut off, I am the source of your life. You are cutting off from the source. So that's what. So you understand? So we were created as the same. So he told Adam, if you want to cut from, you don't want my mind, you don't want my own, because God's decisions was Adam's decision. It was like, you understand, anything God think, that's what Adam would think. You understand? And God said, if you want to cut off, this is the fruit. So the love is not by force. You know that you are agreeing to this thing that we should be one. You understand? So Adam got tempted by Eve, and Eve got tempted by what's it called, Satan. That why don't we have our own mind? Why don't we live ourselves, control by ourselves, think ourselves, not having the mind of Christ? Anything you are doing in Christianity is to actually connect to God back. You are trying to imply God's life into your life. That's literally what you are doing in Christianity. I am a Christian also. We are trying to connect back because our life is supposed to be connected to God, which is the source of life. We are supposed to be one being. So Adam was like, okay, let me have my own mind and all that. We cut off. So we are like battery. You understand? We are a vessel. So we have stored half of God's life, or sorry, I said half, like small quantity of God's life. That's why we live and die. You understand? So that is like a tree, a branch cut off from a tree. It takes time before it dies. So we're disconnected. So Satan, with his wahala, came and was troubling us and all that, and we had to connect back to God. We are higher than Satan's and all, and angels. We are higher. We are God incarnate. You understand? So we had to go back to God, and we were not the same again because we have cut off. We don't have the same mind. We don't have this, and we cannot connect again. So God gave us the law that if we do this, we are going to get connected back to Him. And when we fail, animal sacrifice. So we could not do it. We keep. So you understand? So we keep failing and keep failing and keep failing. We could not connect back to God because we were different this time. You understand? So God gave us the law. We failed and all that, and whenever we're trying to connect, it's like you want to connect red and black together. It's bridge. You understand? That's why we bridge explode. Many of us fall down and die and all that. Our life went back to God instantly. So we could not connect. So God brought up with a solution. How? Through Jesus Christ. He became a man, lived well, did the righteousness, became a good connection. Then he came, took all our flaws, took all our mistakes, take everything for God to be just, because God have to punish us for that sin, because God punished every being for disobeying Him. You not understand? Like for sins. So He took that upon Himself. He paid for us, and His righteousness He gifted us. You understand? So we are not like Adam back, not because of us, but because of Christ's righteousness. He gifted us. God need to be the same. We need to be the same, holy and holy, to connect to God. So that's why our holiness comes through Jesus Christ. You are not connected to God not because of how you live, it's because of through Jesus Christ. So you trying to say it's because of how you live, you are trying to say you are meeting the standard of God back. You are not, you are like God again back. It is, you are not God anymore. I'd have caught it. Jesus is the one that gifted us, that brought us back. You don't understand? So that's literally Jesus. He came to die for us. God became a man, came to die for us, gifted us his righteousness. And that's his righteousness we are using now. You understand? We seek, and everything, all these bad things happen to us because we have little of God's life in us. We have lost our source. But when we have God's life in